gosh. Hi everyone. So my name is Rika and I am the stitcher behind the Stitchery book. I've been stitching on and off since I was, oh my gosh, I don't know, 10. And just recently I kind of pick it up at least once a year. I get that feeling of like I want to stitch, and so I have all this work in progress that I really need to finish. So I found Flosstube a few days ago and I've been hooked. It's definitely kept me motivated to stitch and finish some of the whips that I have. This year, my husband, who is in the military, went on a deployment, and so I had more time to stitch since it's just me and our dog named Chloe, and our Chloe bear. And so I managed to finish 2 stitches. I mostly prefer Mirabilia patterns, and so that's really the only patterns I buy. I've tried like I think it was a country cottage sampler once, and I just got distracted. I like colors, and so Mirabilia patterns really appeal to me, and I really like bling and things that are shiny. So, and I also like fashion. So yeah, that's why I prefer Mirabilia. So this channel is probably going to be a ton of that. Although from watching Flosstube, I feel like I found other designers that I would think I would like to try one of these days. There was a Christmas, I think it's the Christmas cottage sampler. I think that was it. I saw someone do like a whole village in one fabric. I thought that was kind of neat. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that sometime before Christmas. We'll see. I have a couple of Christmas whips or kits that I have that I want to start. So we'll see. What else? So I already told you that we have a pet and her name is Chloe. Chloe bear. She's 100 pounds of fur. She's somewhere in the house. She's actually over there. She's asleep. And the things that I like, so aside from stitching, I have a fashion blog that I like to share my love for fashion, clothes, a good deal. So that's where I express myself more. I am also a calligrapher and a watercolor artist, as well as a photographer. So photography is something that I've picked up just last year, and I've really enjoyed taking pictures of people and moments. So that's been really awesome. But on my not like downtime away from my other hobbies, I stitch. And so this year I finished stitching Miss Christmas Eve by Mirabilia, of course. And I've also just recently finished, let me share, sorry if I'm like, I have this tub. So we're actually going to be moving here shortly, and so I figured I'm going to go ahead and share some things before I put them in a bin, because I'm organizing my stash so that I have a better idea of where they are. Every time we move, so I lose things. So I have had a couple of Mirabilia patterns. I have no idea where they are. So I'm a little sad, but I'm really trying my hardest to kind of put them in one spot and keep them there. So anyway, so this is the Lady of Mystery. It's really big. I stitched her on and off for about, I think I started her mid-December. And yeah, I really enjoyed her. The skirt part really took me forever. I think I'm gonna probably send her to Jane Renzel to get framed. I had for some reason, when I ran out of floss, it was the same color, but then I didn't realize that it was actually just a tad bit different, like in shade, than the ones up here. And so yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. It's kind of bugging me a little, but I didn't notice it because I was stitching at night, and under my lamp it's all the same. It all looked the same. And so yeah, it's all beaded already. I did 2/1 on her face. Let me see. So it's my first time doing it this way, and I really like it. I thought that her skin wasn't as big as like Enchanted Mermaid or the Venetian Opulence, so I figured I'll try it, and I really like the result. So I think I'm gonna start doing this from now on. But instead of the 1/1, I actually did this 10th stitch. So that really worked out really well. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, that's her. One other, well, I'll show you guys that later maybe, or another video. One of the ones that are like fully finished object that I have, that is funny because it took me forever to do, but it's done and it's framed in my house. That's one of them. Miss Christmas Eve is upstairs, but I'll show you guys that some other time. So I have that. Well, my current whips right now, I can show you, is actually, so I've just recently discovered the Lowry stand, and I love it. So it worked out really well for me, because what I did was I put the Lowry stand on, because it's just me for this last year. I put the Lowry stand with the Omanic scrolls on one side of my bed, and then that's my stitchy spot, and when it's time to go to sleep, I go on my other side. So it worked out really well for me. And we have a king size bed. So anyway, this is oh my goodness, this is Enchanted Mermaid. It's she is being stitched on a 28 count ice blue fabric. I don't know who made it. I couldn't remember. So I kitted her up last summer, and I finally got around to stitching her because I saw Belinda from, oh my gosh, Belinda, I can't remember your YouTube name. Anyway, she's from Australia. She's doing a stitch along for her birthday, and so I figured I'm gonna join it because I've been really wanting to stitch her, and I saw her at my local LNS, which is really 2 hours away. And as soon as you walked in, it was like right there framed, and it was so beautiful. But the fabric they chose, I really wanted. It's more of like it's more of a gray blue tone, and unfortunately the store owner told me that they no longer make that fabric. So I used, I decided to use this one called ice blue, which I don't even know if I like, because after stitching on this for a while, it seems like I didn't do a floss toss, and so it's too close to the fabric. Some of the floss is too close to the fabric, but I think once everything is stitched, I think it'll be okay. But I am doing the 2/1. So I figured 2/1 is something I think is easier. You get the same effect as 1/1, but not as much work. And so I've been stitching her since June 10th. So this is about a week and something mid-10th, I think. I can't remember. It's on my Instagram. So, so yeah, that's my progress. And she has a lot of beads that I ordered from 123 Stitch, and it came, and so I would actually show you guys. I have a couple of haul that I've done. So yeah, so that's that. And then this one on my other scroll, I can open it for you, is one of my longer whips that I've done. And after I finished the Lady of Mystery, I decided to put her on the scroll so it will motivate me to finish, because I have everything I need for this. It's the Sleeping Princess. Yes. I love the colors. I think that was what attracted me the most about this piece. So yeah, it's just very, it's like taking me forever. So sorry all this like floss that are hanging. I have just recently discovered pin stitching. Is it pin stitching? I think that's what it's called. And it's life-changing. So I don't have all those floss just hanging, except I can't do it on the skin. On the skin, I do this kind of technique with the floss. Okay, so that's one whip. And I also have just started like 5 days ago. And so I used to stitch a lot on key snaps. And I've tried the Michaels brand, the Hobby Lobby brand, and I really hate it. I hate those scrolls. It ruins the fabric, and I always end up with like snags on the side. It's just what happened with my Lady of Mystery, and that's why I discovered, that's how I discovered the scrolls, and I really love the scrolls. And but this one, because the scroll I have is upstairs, I didn't want to have to keep on bringing it downstairs because it's heavy. I decided that when I'm downstairs during the day, I am gonna stitch this one. It's the Garden Party by Mirabilia, of course. This is how it should look like in the end. I forgot to share. And the Enchanted Mermaid, I think I have her pattern somewhere here. I'll show you guys later. This is how it should look like. So this is how far I got. I finished the skin on her face just when I was eating lunch today, and then I'm gonna move on to this part and then her arm. But yeah, her skin didn't take me too long. It took me from I think some part of last night and then this morning to finish her face. And then what I'll do is it should look like an alien right now. But once you put the back stitching, it comes together. And so I think I'm gonna do that sometime today when it's nice outside after I'm done cleaning the house. So yeah, I really love it. It speaks to my flower loving heart. So that's that. And then I have another whip, which I actually haven't picked up in a while because I made this mess, and I don't know if anyone has a technique or has I guess a recommendation of what I should do. So this is my beginning of Florentina by Mirabilia. She's on a 28 count. I can't remember the fabric. Now that I think I'm gonna do this Flosstube regularly, I'm really gonna start thinking about what fabric I'm using. Oh, I forgot to mention, the fabric for this one is called Dapple Gray. And I really like it. I'm also not big onto hand-dyed fabrics. However, I have a couple, but the one, my fully finished object, is actually on a hand-dyed fabric, so that tells you something. But anyway, so I was frogging this piece. This was supposed to be a gift to one of my army BFFs, because she reminds me, when I saw this, I'm like, that is so Michelle. Because I had a cat, and my friend, she loves her cats, so I was gonna go and try to stitch it for her. But so what happened was I was stitching, and if you guys can see, can you see it? I don't even know. Can you see this part right here? No. Camera, please focus. No. Anyway, so this part, I made a. Hang on, there. No. No, wanna focus? I made a mistake. So I was frogging and I accidentally ripped the fabric. And so I've stitched all of these already. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't. So I decided to see if I could just cover it with a white, like a white thread, and see if that worked. But you really don't know how it's gonna look like once everything is done. And so, and I think maybe once I add her arms, you can't notice whether I made a mistake. But I don't know. Should I stop and just redo? I just don't want to waste the fabric and the time and the floss and that I've put into this thing. So you guys have any technique that you can share with me? I was thinking of maybe there's a way I could put like a, I don't know, like a charm or something so that I can cover it up. But yeah, so it's just been kind of sitting on in my little baggie that I carry around if I'm stitching downstairs, because I really love her. I really want to stitch her, but I just, that little boo-boo just kind of got me so frustrated, and I stopped working on it. But anyway, all right, so going on to my haul. So the last couple of weeks I've been really like spending a lot of money on stitchy stuff because of our move. I feel like I wanna prepare, and I want to make sure that I have things that I can work on. And so we're moving to Oklahoma. My husband's next job is gonna take us to Fort Sill, and we have never been, and I don't know if there's, or how far the local LNS is, and so I wanted to be prepared with all my stitchy things. And so I've just been kind of ordering things online. I won an eBay bid on 3 patterns, which I'm super excited. I know I have never really bought anything on eBay, and I just happened to just one night can't sleep, and I pop in there, and yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go and see if I can win this one. So I have that. I've also bought some things on Stash Unload, I think 3 patterns. And then I also bought some things from 123 Stitch. And yesterday, so I currently live in Pennsylvania, in central Pennsylvania. I went to North Carolina on Friday, and on my way down there was an accident on 81, and so it detoured me to 64, which I know there is a LNS in Waynesboro, Virginia. And so I stopped by, like, it was like 7 minutes away from the highway. So I stopped by and I picked up a couple of things there too. So yeah, so I've just been like, I don't even know how much I spent on stitchy things. But anyway, it keeps me motivated. So let's see, let's start. So let's start with the ones from the local LNS in Waynesboro. The shop is called A Stitch in Time? No, I don't even know. Hang on. I think there's an invoice in here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's called Cross Stitch Station, and it's located in 1500 West 11th Street, Waynesboro, Virginia. I think the lady's name who owns it her name is Debbie. I think it's Debbie. So I've been there once, and I bought things from her as well, so she remembered me because my husband and I had just happened to be in Charlottesville, and that was like an hour or no half or no, not less than an hour, like 40 minutes away from Charlottesville. So I drove there one day and yeah, checked it out. So I will show you guys what I got. So this big bag. I bought another Q-snap for my Florentina. So I figured Q-snap is the only one I really like now. Aside, I cannot stand the Michaels or the Hobby Lobby brand of Q-snap. Q-snap is the one that does not snag your fabric. It actually slides very easily and it's not tight. So yeah, I love this. Sorry about that, it got cut off. My camera is weird. Okay, I also bought Winter White Santa with the pattern and the beads included as well. I want to stitch him for Christmas. But the only thing is, so she has some cool things in there and I was such in a rush that I didn't even really notice. I kind of just went through the Mirabilia section and then I just grabbed things I thought I wanted to stitch, but I didn't really check the price. And so this cost me like $80 with the beads, and I thought it was a little too high. I looked at 1, 2, 3 stitch and I think I must have spent $30 more than I needed to spend. So that's a bummer. I was a little disappointed. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that was 80 bucks. But yeah, I really have like 10 minutes just to go through the store and like leave. So anyway, still a good find. I also got 2 patterns. Two things, guys. It's like out of print. So I've got 2 of the Maidens of the Seasons Part 1. This thing is a little harder to find, but I found it there and I bought it. So I also have a pattern and the kit waiting for me. I'm kind of waiting for her to invoice me. Just Add Needles. I can't remember her name. I need to write things down. So I'm bad, like can't remember anything. But anyway, she's also gonna invoice me, so I'm gonna end up with 3 of these. But I really like it, and I was thinking maybe I could do like a giveaway for one of these patterns once I reach a certain amount of subscribers, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing that, and then other things I want to include. So yeah, subscribe if you want to win this. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put this as a giveaway. And then I bought a stitch gauge, which I don't even know how to use, but I thought, I'm sure someone on YouTube has a tutorial that will make my life a little easier. So that's what I got from that little shop in Virginia. And then so for this one shop in, oh, then I can show you guys, I'll show you guys my eBay win. So I think it's ready. I've been eyeing this pattern for the longest time. And I think this pattern was the very first pattern, like Mirabilia I've ever seen stitched. Now, granted, I didn't know what Mirabilia was, and I was super young. And my nanny was stitching this design, and I was like, someday I'm gonna go and stitch that fairy moon. So I found this on eBay, and it was a lot of 3 patterns. It's a lot of 3 patterns, and it was this Fairy Flora and the Midsummer Nights Fairy. And just really sad, I recently just purchased this too from Stash Unload, so now I have 2 of these. And the Midsummer Nights Fairy, I was like, oh, that's pretty. I don't know if I would ever stitch her. I'm not really a fairy kind of stitcher. I like the ladies more. But except for this, like I thought that was, well, this, I thought that was pretty. But this, I saw it stitched in person at that needle workshop in Virginia. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I really like that. I really like the colors. And so I bought it. So yeah, so for the price, like this one, I was seeing it on eBay for like $60 something. And I'm like, for the price of one of these, I could get all of these. So I bid on it. I think I got it for all of them for like $51. That's just a score. So I was super excited about that. So guys, sorry, it keeps dying on me. It keeps like saying that it's overheating. Anyway, so I got other things, but I'm gonna show you guys my 1, 2, 3 stitch haul. Came this morning, or I picked it up from the post office. But I bought 2 patterns, and it is the Blooming Bride. I saw, what's her name? Avery. I swear, I'm gonna start writing things down. I just kind of play it on my TV when I'm like stitching. But anyway, she had this and she said that it was like her favorite pattern. And so I'm thinking, maybe one day I'll stitch her. And then I also got Christmas Elegance. I'm in a Christmas kick because I need to make sure that all my Christmas things are frame, hang, ready to go for, there's this thing called Tour of Homes. And I'm pretty sure normally, traditionally, you get asked to be a part of it. And so I just want to make sure that I have like cross-stitch things on the wall. Anyway, and then I bought all of these beads. Now, I've already bought some of the beads for, and the Krennic for, what do you call that? For Enchanted Mermaid. So this is my little floss stuff for that. And then I have all the Krennic already included that I bought like last couple of weeks ago. And then I was thinking, I don't know if I'm ever gonna stitch her, if I need the beads now. Well, so happened as I was working through this pattern that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need the beads already, because I think I'm gonna, because I'm stitching her, the Enchanted Mermaid, on a scroll. I'm thinking about already beading them as I go. So if you have done that, I've never done it before, so let me know how it went for you. But anyway, so I got all of the beads that I needed, as well as the beads for, these are some of the other beads as well. These are all for Enchanted Mermaid. And I also got the beads for the garden party and the, I got the beads and the watercolor, the Karen water lilies? Yes. For the garden party. So it's like all wonky. But these are the ones for the watercolor party. I actually think I have grape already. I should have looked. So yeah, that's how they look like. I'm really enjoying the watercolor party a lot. It's really pretty. But anyway, so I need to sort through these. But these are the I'm still trying to figure out the camera, guys. So sorry. It doesn't want to focus. No. Anyway, these are the beads for it. Some of them only come with like one treasure. So I'm gonna have to go through it. I think these are for the garden party, I'm pretty sure, because they're like purple in color. I also bought a needle minder with the mermaid, so I can put on my scroll, as well as a beading needle from John James. And then a Krennic. I think this is for garden party. I'm pretty sure it is. So, and then all of these I have to sort. Oh, well, I guess I bought 2 beading needles. the Mill Hill version and the John James. So I guess I'm gonna figure out which one I prefer more than the other. So yeah, hang on. Yeah, all this treasure, all these beads for the mermaid. But yeah, those are my 1, 2, 3 stitch. It came pretty fast. I was surprised. And then a couple of weeks ago, no, like I think a week and a half ago, Michael's was having a buy online, pick up in store, 40% off your purchase. And so I decided that I was gonna kit my DMC and went crazy. Oh my gosh, okay. Take 4 or 5, whatever. My camera keeps dying because it keeps saying that it's overheating, and so I've had it for like a year and a half and have not used it yet. And so yeah, okay, make it quick, probably what it's telling me. So anyways, Michael's, I did the buy order online, buy in store, 40% off. And so that means that I went and spent like an hour and a half on my computer adding DMC floss onto my order. So at one point, I think I pretty much have added so much in the cart that it did not want to have me add any more items in the cart. And so then I was like, oh crap, well, I didn't want to start over, and so I just checked out. Got into the store and I asked the girl if I could somehow buy something online again, if I could use the same coupon. And so then I guess she's told the manager, and so the manager came up to me and she's like, "Ma'am, I'm actually the one who fulfilled your order." And I was actually like, oh my gosh, I could not believe, I think it printed like 15 pages at times 3. One for the store, I guess they send it to someone else, and then a copy for me. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. But she's like, if you'd like, I can, and I told her, the thing is, I needed more DMC and I couldn't add any more to the cart. And so I was gonna go and buy more online. And she goes, well, instead of you having to like go back home and do it online, why don't you, if you'd like, you can just buy it now, pick it up what you need. And then what I can do is I can override the coupon. So I got like DMC floss for like 21 cents a piece, which is awesome. So I went crazy. I kitted up some things I needed because I bought so much pattern. And so anyway, I'll show you guys the DMC floss, and I guess the patterns that I also bought from sellers online. I think most of these are stashed unload. Yeah, pretty sure. But so these are some of the other patterns I bought. I had these before, and I started stitching it before, and I'm pretty sure it's at my parents' house, but I have no idea where. So I gave up, and I just figured I'm just gonna go and buy another one and redo it. And then I also, again, so now I have 2 of these. I bought the Fairy Flora, which is still in like seal. I haven't even opened it yet. I might also do another giveaway with this one because obviously I don't need 2 patterns of the same thing. And then I also bought the Madonna of the Garden and Autumn Queen, as well as the Blossom Goddess with the embellishment pack. So these I need to put DMC floss. I just don't know when I'm gonna stitch her, and so that's why I'm like, I just have like her fabric in there and the embellishments. And then I also bought Cinderella, and then I put the floss I'm gonna need in there and the fabric that I'm gonna use. I believe this is Confederate Gray. Yeah, I think it's a 32 count. And then I also kitted up the Garden Muses with the floss. And then this is the one I was thinking of starting, and then I got distracted by other ones, the other things, like the Garden Party. Spring Queen with the floss. So I just couldn't decide if I want to stick with the white fabric on these, which is why I haven't really started her. But I also went to Hobby Lobby and I bought more of the floss things. I also bought a label maker. However, I don't know if it's the best one. There's a better one. I feel like it's wasting so much of the paper and I feel like I end up having to cut things anyway, but I also bought this double floss carrier organizer at Hobby Lobby. Use a coupon and some new scissors. But the one I bought is from like the label maker I got is from Target. It's the Dymo. It's a very simple one, but see how yeah, do you guys see how it's like massive, and then I have to cut the sides so that it will fit. I just don't know there's another way, but it's not like my handwriting is bad. I actually have a pretty decent handwriting, being a calligrapher. But yeah, I just wanted to have it like all looking the same and yada yada yada. So yeah, I don't know, but anyway, I'm pretty sure this is like over an hour video already. Anyway, that is it. I can tell you my plans, I guess. So my plan is when my husband comes home in just a few days from a year-long deployment. I'm super excited. We are going to be going to North Carolina, and so I'm going to have time to stitch in a car. And when we go on vacation somewhere, we don't know yet. But I'm going to bring my stitchy things. So I'm going to probably work on the garden party because the Enchanted Mermaid is going to be staying in the scroll until I need to take it out. And then I'm thinking maybe the Florentina, that I can just bring in like a smaller key snap. So we'll see. Those are my plans. Hopefully I can stitch some on the Sleeping Princess because I'd really like for her to be done. Yeah, then maybe start a Christmas one. I'm thinking like Christmas in July. So I need to just determine which of the Christmas patterns I'm gonna do. I also have Santa, which is right here, ready. So I can probably stitch Santa as well. I just don't know. I'm undecided, or if I should do the white Santa. I don't know. I have all these like ideas. Like it's a mess right now. You guys can see my desk. I mean, my dining room table. It's a mess. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try not to do a whole lot of edit on it because I think that's probably what's gonna make me not want to do this if I keep doing a ton of edits. And so hopefully you'll be okay with just me like talking nonstop for over an hour. I think I'm gonna do the Flosstube introduction tag soon so that I could be more focused on answering the questions about me. Anyway, but thank you guys for watching, and I hope I will see you guys very soon. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to meet you, all of you Flosstubers. And I just think the community is so great, and I love seeing everyone's stitches and techniques and all that good stuff. So all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.